Hello everyone, my name is Akruti. My student number is 611 I'm from Springfield campus and we are dealing with virtual healthcare system of Gundir. And my contribution to this presentation is the introduction part and the service benefits of Gundir. So this presentation is about Gundir and for the development of its virtual healthcare system. The presentation describes the process of the development of system, including different tasks and the work contribution of each of the member. So let's first discuss the introduction part for Gundir. So Gundir is a healthcare organization founded in 1994. The organization has a staff around 60 members and provides all types of healthcare services to Aboriginal community in Queensland. So it covers an area of around 160,000 square kilometers in Dalby, and the organization uses to IoT devices such as Samsung devices, and they distribute these devices to among them users to ensure that all the data they are collecting are effectively transferred and analyzed for to provide the best services. So, so talking about the service benefits, the Gundir healthcare system. Is dealing with virtual healthcare system has very wide reach, so the users can simply use those Samsung tablets and they can record their assets, and the data can be analyzed and transferred to doctor, and the experienced doctor can remotely suggest any precautions and treatments to each of the members. So the services through these systems are very cheap and also made available instantly for every patient who are from Aboriginal community in Australia. So let's discuss the key issues. So the key issues identified with this virtual healthcare systems are the Samsung devices that are no longer needed, that must be passed on the new clients, and the faulty devices must be repaired. Okay, so the system must securely store all type of this information, and that there is no and we have to make sure that there is no ambiguity. The current system stores the information in Excel sheets, and it's all done manually, and this data and this method can be misplaced, and this data can be misplaced anytime. So thus a more creditable and reliable solution must be presented for the organization task. So the proposed solution from our team is to um, maintaining those records in the Excel sheet. This system must work effectively with database. So the cloud computing compatibility must be developed to store the data back online. The data collected from Samsung devices can be effectively used with sorting techniques to predict the diseases in the early stage. So, talking about the system users and the demand identification, the system will be primarily used by the patients or the Aboriginal peoples under the system's purview. So, the team from the Gundir uh, are training all the persons, each and every person to measure their assets easily. So their experience should be made seamless and made the processes faster and easier. There should not be any lapses in the system. The Gundir staff will be supplied with the information in an efficient manner, and the primarily demand will be to automate the processes. So those all data in the Excel sheet will directly transfer to the system we are going to implement. So use data analytics, and so we are going to use data analytics, database management, and we are going to provide an effective findings to all the Gundir's users. So talking about the security and privacy, so the data in Gundir's database must be protected. So because there are most of the data are medical data, so the cloud server that we are going to use must be created to back up the information to face any eventuality. The malware-based protection must be enabled in all the systems, and audits for the database must be done. And other than this, we have to protect each and every system from phishing attacks, which are really normal nowadays. So this can be done in after implementing the new system. So the next part will be covered by Manikanda. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Myself Manikanta Achutha, and I'm from Sydney campus. I'm doing my final semester and coming to the project. The title of the project is VHS Virtual Health Service Tracking and Integration. The previous slides were explained by one of my teammates, Akruti, and from this slide, I'm going to explain the rest of the other slides. Well, coming to the presentation, this slide deals with this slide deals with IoT data capturing and system integration. Well, that means the IoT device must be captured for the devices, and direct records must be filled and presented into the system. And the data must be collected, and analytics principle must be applied so that the effective analyze the data and generate the reports and maintain the system effectively. Well, coming to the next slide deals about the MySQL database creation and maintenance. MySQL database must be selected to create an effective environment for storing the data and collected from the IoT devices. The system should be work effectively to create the data and visualize the charts and make the decisions in a seamless manner. And the queries and as well as the issues must be solved must be solved fastly and as well as in a simple manner. Well, coming to the next slide. The next slide deals with data transfer from IoT to centralized database. Here, we use like RFID systems, Bluetooth-based sharing, and system Wi-Fi systems must be used so that there can be effective findings. The device ID must be checked before allowing the transfer of the data, and the success must be ensured for the transferred files. The data must be visualized to effective understanding of the system and making sure that there are no underlying issues with respect to security, privacy, and confidentiality of the data. Well, coming to the next slide. The next slide deals with the system cleanup and availability. That means the system should run in an effective manner, and the bugs in the system must be clearly identified, and there should not be any issue with availability of the system, and the resource must be shared, and the backup of the system should be done without fail so that there are no implementation challenges with regards to findings and follow-ups. Well, the next slide deals with the data sorting and analytics. Here, the data collected from the different IoT devices should be stored in the database, and the sorting of the data must be done for the analyzing the records in a simple manner. The user must be identified the issue with the body parameters, and the disease history should be seen for analysis so that there is a clear identification of the issue in the developing stage itself. So yeah, so that's it my part. and the rest of the slides, my teammate will explain it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Hassan. My student ID is U112799, and I am based in Brisbane, Springfield campus. Our project is VHS device tracking and integration. Today, I will show you my prepared schedule. It will show how we will manage our project. So in the chart, you can say we have divided the tasks according to their duration, and it means we can clearly see that which task will take how much time or duration. And we also divided our project in 3 phases to have a better eye view on our project. So in first phase, which will take around 7 days, it includes selection of team operation, client company allocation, meeting with supervisor, initial problem identification, project proposal development, submission of project nomination. This is the first phase, which is called project initiation. In second phase, we will do project implementation. It includes project specification report, which will take around 17 days, but in total, phase 2 will take 35 days, which will also include team discussions, background investigation, meeting with supervisor and review, rationale development, and assignments. How like that will show how we are talking to our clients, how we are managing the things, and it will also include resource planning and scheduling, and project progress presentation, meeting with supervisor, team discussions, progress status, meeting with our client, analysis, and we will also visit our project site for better understanding, and that will also help our client to tell us what they exactly want, and we also have some days to go there. So in final phase 3, we have project finalization, final report development, which will include team discussions, documenting client, background documents, meeting with supervisors, and meeting with clients, developing wireframes and mockups. And it will also show the individual contribution analysis, which is helpful for our final assessment to submit our report. And this is how you can see that this project will be completed around in 66 days, and we are very hopeful that we will stick to this plan. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Krishna Monika Ravuri, and I'm from Sydney campus. I'm here to explain my part of contribution that I've done in Gundir Virtual Health Services. And here are some of the limitations of the solutions. The system provided for virtual healthcare services will need to be sent the faulty devices for the repair. The repair must be done using a separate system. The system should remain in sync where it should be at least ambiguity. The auditing of the system is crucial to identify the defects and the system for any pending issues. And here is the conclusion of the project. The storage of the data will be done through MySQL database. which will be developed to preserve and sort the data perfectly. The efficiency must be maintained